Burgers are wonderful.
Oh,
You know, pork, beef, turkey, chicken. They're
Chicken,
great.
right, mhm.
But sometimes you want just a change from
Now there are
traditional
more and more
burger.
vegetarians, so
There
that's
are,
great.
yes.
Okay, how do we start and what do we
we're
do?
going to start by cooking our mushroom mixture for the burger.
Okay.
So we've already got the fry pan heating.
Dairy Best entertaining tonight on Great Tastes of Manitoba. If you want like maximum effect and you know, minimal amount of work, Sarah Cahill she can show us the way here. We're doing you know, these lovely recipes that are so delicious, and this one in particular, pretty simple, all things considered. We've got our slow cooker buttered chicken.
Yeah, and so you can actually do butter chicken, obviously not in a slow cooker, but to be able to have the ease of putting it all in there, forgetting about it, coming back, and then it's all done, and you have this really nice meal that you can serve to a number of people. You really can't do better than that, right?
Agreed.
So I'm going to show you how to do it in a really simple, easy way. So we're going to start with some pureed or some crushed tomatoes.
Okay.
So we're going to add the whole can into our slow cooker. And then I've also got some really finely minced onions.
Now you sort of had like a method here to
That's
the madness,
right.
if you will.
So the reason we mince them so finely is so that we don't have to actually puree the sauce at the end when it's done cooking. So that's what you would normally do with the butter chicken sauce.
Oh, okay.
So you have that nice sort of smooth, creamy
yeah.
sauce. And so we're gonna have that smoothness because we're using some really fine ingredients in the first place,
Yeah,
right? So we're kind of cutting some
market
corners.
onion, by the way, I'm just going to mention.
Yeah, and then some garlic, of course.
Of course.
So garlic for some flavor. We're gonna add some tomato paste. So this just sort of elevates or brings out that tomato flavor even more, gives
Sure.
it some fabulous color. And then we've got a little bit of salt, always, for your savory, and then some sugar for your sweet.
It is sugar.
Cut some of the
Okay.
acid in the tomatoes. And then we have a few different spice blends that we're gonna use here. So we have some garam masala, some turmeric, and chili powder.
Okay.
Now the garam masala is an Indian spice blend, and it's really quite easy to find actually in most ethnic sort of aisles of the grocery store.
International foods,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. So we're gonna throw.
It looks so beautiful on that little plate. It was like, oh,
I know,
it's
and you
kind
just-
of a shame that you had to.
I'm sorry, but
gotta go
it's
in
all
there.
going to be even more beautiful at the end.
Agreed.
So finally, we have some diced or cubed chicken, which we're going to add to our pot.
Okay.
And then we're going to mix it all together. And then the idea is that you literally just set it and forget it. So we put it on low for about 6 to 8 hours.
So again, like the beauty of a recipe like this, well, anything using a slow cooker, and you can use your slow cooker year round. I particularly love to use mine in the winter months. I don't know what it is exactly, probably, you know, that whole comfort food idea. But yeah, you know, off you go to work in the morning or wherever it is you have to go, you come back and dinner is ready. And there's just nothing better than that.
And with this one, the smell is divine. It's so good.
pretty dang good.
So we're gonna set it and forget it.
Okay,
and
I'm
so then
forgetting
we
it.
have our sort of finished after 6
I'm
to 8 hours.
remembering now. Here we
so
are.
I'll get you to
Okay.
take the lid off. And so what you can see is
Voila.
our chicken has cooked really nicely. We've got a nice sort of thick and slightly watery sauce at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's not super creamy, which is what we would expect with our butter chicken.
Right.
So we need to add our whipping cream. So we're gonna add our whipping cream.
It's a moment.
It's a moment.
Oh my gosh.
So we typically add our dairy
Oh my
products
gosh.
at the end of cooking when we're cooking slow cooker meals. And the reason for that is simply because we want to prevent the protein in the dairy product from separating or curdling. Yeah, and so what it'll do is it'll really just form some little white, you know, blobs. And there's nothing unsafe about it. It's certainly fine to eat, but it doesn't look as nice. So
That is absolutely magnificent.
And so
it
then-
really is.
It is, and it's just as delicious as it looks. So you can serve it on some jasmine rice, basmati rice.
Well, I was going to ask you actually, so because you've got cube chicken in here as well, but I'm guessing that if, like, if you're in a huge rush or whatever, you could just probably pop in a couple of chicken breasts.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, eat it like that or shred it or something.
So actually, what we did last year on our episode where we made taco soup is we
Oh.
put the full chicken breasts in. So here you'd use 4. You'd put
Yes.
them all in. Make sure you submerge them in the sauce.
Okay.
Pull them out
Right.
onto a cutting board once they're cooked. Shred them or pull them. Put them back into the sauce, and there you go.
Just as good.
Yeah, just as good.
Fantastic. So you got a couple of different ways to do it.
That's right. And so then, when you're all ready to go, you've got your butter chicken there.
It's
So
pretty much perfect.
Yeah.
And then you could, I guess you could, you know, if you wanted to like be all fancy, you could garnish it up just a little bit.
Sure.
Looks absolutely wonderful. And you know, is it garam masala? Is it spicy or?
you know, it's not spicy.
Okay.
It has some beautiful flavors. There's some cardamom, some cumin, some cinnamon. So it's actually more like warmer flavors. And that's really what makes your house smell amazing at the end of the day.
All right,
Yeah.
that's going to hit the spot. Whatever it is you've been busy doing all day, you're going to come home to this, and life is going to be quite wonderful. So there you go, slow cooker butter chicken. When we come back, though, strawberry icebox cake, is that right? Oh, do not go anywhere. Stick around. Great Taste of Manitoba. Can't wait.